Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of October 2024. First card out for you is the Staff. Okay, so this talks all about bringing your visions and your dreams, your goals down into reality, as well as receiving any sort of new event or unfolding that spirit and your spirit guides want to bring you. The staff is a tool used in almost all indigenous cultures around the world to connect someone to their personal power as well as higher powers and bring that energy down into physical reality, call it into physical reality, have more authority within yourself. Staffs are used to show power, importance, and it really brings out our own personal power and abilities. So Pisces, I feel like you are feeling a lot more confident this month within yourself and your ability to manifest your dreams and desires. You know, there may have been points in your journey where you just didn't know if something was going to unfold or manifest for you, and you may have had some self-doubts, but I am seeing just an increased sense of confidence. Like, I can do this, and you know, like, even if it takes a while, even if it takes a very short amount of time, like, I can do it. So we are seeing that, a feeling of having more power at this time. Then we move on, we have the All That Glitters card, okay, and, you know, there's a whole quote that associated with this, but essentially, this came out in reverse as well. This is saying that not everyone and everything is exactly how they project themselves to be, and so this card is asking you to keep an open mind about that, and, you know, if your instincts, if your intuition is telling you that someone or something is not necessarily all that they are advertising themselves to be, try to listen to that feeling. You know, like, there could be somebody, for example, who, like, everyone loves them and, like, oh my God, they're so popular. But then you meet them and your instincts are like, I don't know if this person's trustworthy. Like, I just don't know if they're a good person. Listen to that, okay? Like, it doesn't matter how successful or glittery they are. And especially in this day and age, you know, we have all of this news coming out about Diddy and things like that. It's like, it doesn't matter how successful somebody is, how well known they are. That doesn't make them a good person. And think about, like, what if you're that one person, the one outlier who says this person isn't trustworthy, I just get bad vibes from them, and then you turn out to be accurate. You know, everyone will see that in the end, so don't worry about, like, how people will perceive you if you're, you know, picking up on some bad energies there. Okay, not every opportunity is great. And same thing, like, with opportunities in your life, it doesn't even have to just be about people. If, like, a hobby or an opportunity or something, you just feel like it's overrated or not for you or not something good, then don't do it, you know? We also have Man Holding a Heart coming out upright. So this is a lovely card that shows a man or a masculine energy person very much in love. So for a lot of you guys, this could be you. If you are a man, masculine energy person, could be very much in love, or this could be a masculine energy person who really, really likes you, loves you. Okay, and some of you guys, all the lesbians watching, are like, well, what the heck? But no, for real, this could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It just feels like more masculine energy, somebody who wants to provide, to protect, to support, and they just really, really care about you. And this doesn't just have to extend to romance. This could also be platonic, familial, in the workplace, etc. But there are certainly some big feelings here that someone is having for you. And I feel like it's reciprocated feelings. You feel the same way about them. So love life is looking phenomenal, if that's something that you are interested in. We have the Skunk and Magnolia with protection. Yes, someone wants to protect you, to be there for you, to be your everything. I just keep getting this feeling very strongly, like someone wants to spoil you. Okay, that's the vibe. That is the vibe. Yes, and also with this protection card, I feel like you are protecting yourself against, like I said, anyone or anything that just rubs you the wrong way. You know, you're not involving yourself in it. Some of you may be setting up some wards around your house if you practice witchcraft, or wearing some protective amulets just to protect your energies in that way. I think it's very funny sometimes, you know. Obviously, based off the work I do, and I work from home, I regularly smoke cleanse my house and set up protective wards. And it's so funny because suddenly after I do that, certain individuals may like have a hard time getting to my house, or they just don't want to come over anymore, or they come over, they only feel comfortable staying like 5 minutes and then they leave. It's so funny. It's so funny to see who suddenly changes their behavior around you when you are in a strong protective energy. Not even just like energy wise, but also like if your whole life, for example, you had very like piss poor boundaries, and then suddenly you start having boundaries. It's really interesting to see who starts getting mad at you for having said boundaries. Just saying, just saying. But yeah, I think you'll be safe. You'll be good this month. Okay, 9 cards, 3 rows of 3. We have the Hanged Man coming out as your first card here. Seeing things from a new perspective. I feel like this is a very spiritually significant month for you. It feels like you're really, really connected to your psychic abilities, and there could be a lot of synchronicities around you, significant dreams, things like that, spiritual soul searching taking place here. And your life may in some regards feel like it's at a standstill, but it's actually not at a standstill because things are moving beneath the surface very, very rapidly, okay? And it's funny because half of the world is in the season of autumn right now. And this is the time where trees are actually their most strong because their leaves are falling off. They're not focusing on growing leaves and taking in the sunlight, which means they can put all of their energy towards growing their root system, going inwards. So it's actually one of the best time of the year for plants. And humans follow the cycles of nature as well, depending on where you live. Like you're very closely harmonized and in tune with what's going on around you in terms of weather and seasons. And so I feel like similar energy where you're at, this is a very prosperous month for you, and you're going within yourself and doing a lot of spiritual root work this month. Also working on the foundations of your relationships, your career, everything like that. We have the 8 of Air coming out. And this can show a little bit of overthinking, feeling a little bit stuck in some regards, but these may be the areas where you're getting some wisdom and some advice in. We have the 3 of Fire, okay? Big success stories coming through here. 3 of Fire to me, it's like say, take for example, you always wanted to travel to a certain location. Like let's just say you always wanted to go to Iceland, and you finally book the trip and it's happening, and then you're in Iceland and you're just thinking to yourself, man, I always dreamed of this day and here I am. That is sort of the vibe of the 3 of Fire. It's like you're in the midst of a big manifestation, like living the reality. It's in the flesh. Here you are. And you're looking back and you're like, wow, I always imagined this for myself. And now here I am. Isn't that crazy? And for some of you, I feel this intuitive feeling, and I just got chills on my body. Like this is a loving relationship. Like you always wanted a certain type of relationship. And it's like, here it actually is physically. And it feels so good. And you're just like thinking to yourself, like, this is what I wanted my whole life. And here it is. I'm living it. I'm in the manifestation. It's a really cool feeling. And I just got the chills again. Look at my arms. Look at these arms. Okay. 2nd row of cards out. We have the 5 of Water in reverse right underneath that Hanged Man card. I think you're pretty much over the past. Like there's no feelings that you have towards any exes, any old friends like that. Like you're pretty much over it. But it's interesting because there could be someone who's convinced that you're not over them, which is hilarious. Or like, let's just say you run into them and they think that like, oh my gosh, like I don't have feelings for you anymore. It's like, I'm not here to stalk you. I'm just here living my life, relax. So something like that may be the case. Center of your spread is the 10 of Fire in reverse. So, and this is coming out underneath the 8 of Air, Pisces. Try not to overdo it. I just got like back injury popped in my mind, back injury. If you have like a physical job, don't overdo it, okay? Lift from the knees. If something, you feel like it's pushing yourself too far, don't push yourself, ask for help. Just avoid those types of scenarios. I'm not saying you're going to get injured this month, but it's like avoid doing things like that, like pushing your body, like, oh, I can carry this, I can lift that. I don't know why lifting is popping into my mind. Like, try not to lift something too heavy. You can really seriously injure yourself doing that, especially if you're not lifting correctly. And that's the thing, like if you push yourself too hard trying to carry something too hard, it will eventually go to your back. Like the intuitive way your body reacts when you're lifting something that's too heavy is to put some more pressure on your back. I lift weights, I go to the gym. Like anytime you're lifting weights that are too heavy, your back starts to like bend in the wrong way, and it becomes too much. Don't overdo it. So I don't know why that message is coming through. I feel like, we can avoid a serious injury this month if you listen to this advice. So just be careful when it comes to that. Okay, I'm not saying you're gonna get injured. This is hopefully probably preventing an injury. Okay, we have the Two of Water coming out in reverse here. Really fascinating, because this shows a relationship that really isn't healthy, or friendship that really isn't healthy, and coming to a close, coming to an end. And this is showing up right next to that Ten of Fire in reverse. So you may feel like you're taking on way too much of the work, trying to keep this relationship or friendship afloat. Like I'm always the one, putting in effort, doing this, doing that. It may reach a breaking point. Okay. Really, really fascinating. Final row of cards out. We have the King of Air. Stunning. So there could be a significant air sign popping up for you. And that would be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And they may be guiding you in a really beautiful direction. I'm seeing somebody coming along and helping you with your career in particular, or giving you a good opportunity with that. I'm also seeing a good communicator, somebody who really loves and appreciates you and just sees a lot of potential within you, and definitely wants to be a part of your future. And this could be that man holding a heart. They don't have to be an air sign. They don't have to be a man. Just masculine energy for sure is loving you, doting on you here. I am definitely seeing that. And this is somebody who is very logically driven, more often than not. They just love being in contact with you, communicating with you throughout the day, checking in, trying to help you out. Very, very loving. We have the Four of Water coming out in reverse here. Yeah. Another thing that could pop up, this relationship, this connection that is with this man or masculine energy person, there could be something in the way of your relationship. Like there could be one of you may be overbooked with working, or a negative relationship, a negative connection that takes too much from you, and you both inspire and guide each other through this chapter of your life and to release these stories of codependency or overworking. And this may be one thing that you help each other with. Like you encourage each other, hey, don't overwork, hey, don't burn yourself out, just take care of yourself, so it's a really good mutually beneficial connection where you're both helping each other to make life easier, it seems, and get through some more tedious aspects of life, but you're also inspiring each other. And then we finish off with the Empress card coming out in reverse. Yeah, and this shows a lack, sort of. And again, this is coming out right underneath that Two of Water in reverse. So there could be something lacking in a certain connection or relationship in your life, or just something in your life in general, and the month of October, you're working very hard to overcome that lack, get rid of that feeling of lack, and step back into a feeling of abundance. And so, yeah, it feels like you're making a lot of changes to the roots of things in your life. And there's definitely somebody here who's helping you through that change and inspiring each other, protecting each other. Really cool, mutually beneficial partnership. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.